my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to continue with my little series where I'm going to show you now what you can and cannot mix when using the Ordinary Retinols and their Retinoids. And some people have asked me recently if they can take my PowerPoint slides and also share them on their social media platforms. And yes, of course you can. I will put the link in the description box down below for you to download, but please also don't forget to put a credit underneath. That's all what I want. Now I'm going to get started with what you should avoid using in the same routine. Now when it comes to the Ordinary Retinoids as well as the Retinols, there's one thing that you have to keep in mind, and this is do not combine any retinoids with other retinoids products in the same routine, nor any retinols with other retinols products in the same routine. This doesn't matter the brand, this can be only the Ordinary, but also when using other retinoids products, please use them at separate times to also avoid skin irritation. And so here you can also see an example routine how you should not do it, so that you also will see it visually and also understand that you should not use the Ordinary Retinoids products in the same routine, nor should I, when using also different brands, combine them, because it still also includes either the retinoid or retinol, which can also be a bit too strong depending also on your skin and therefore also cause skin irritation. And you have a few examples right here also with the Paula's Choice or retinol, for example, as well as also with the Inky's List retinol eye cream. Please do not use them in the same routine when using any of the Ordinary like Granactive retinoids or their retinol products, to also avoid skin irritation. That's the only major conflict that the Ordinary Retinoids and retinols have. So this is kind of easy to remember that you should not use them in the same routine. However, when it comes to what you can use and what you should avoid because it can lead to skin irritation, then you also have to keep certain things in mind. Now I want to give you an example with, let's say, also the Ordinary AHA and BHA, which can be the leave-on exfoliators or also the like rinse-off mask, which also include like exfoliating acids. And I want to give you an example right here that you should avoid using the Ordinary Retinoids and retinols with any of the leave-on AHAs or BHAs that the Ordinary has to minimize skin irritation. Now some people can use them in the same routine. However, if you're new to those two products and you're starting them at the same time, it's best to use them at alternate times and not in the same routine. So you could, for example, go ahead and use on Monday in the evening your Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. Then on Tuesday you're going to use your retinoid or retinol product, but you're going to leave out the glycolic acid, etc. So you're going to use it at alternate times to avoid skin irritation, but still also get the benefits of both products. So this is just for your own like skin safety, let's put it this way, so that you also will have the best experience possible. And this also includes the Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% solution, mandelic acid, as well as the lactic acid. Please do not combine it with any of the Ordinary other retinoid or retinols products, which you can also see down below. Now then I also want to talk about the Ordinary Peeling Solution as well as the Salicylic Acid Mask. Again, those are still exfoliating masks which you're going to rinse off after 10 minutes, but this doesn't change the fact that you should avoid using them in the same routine when using the Ordinary Retinoids or retinols. Again, to avoid skin irritation, so it's only for your best. Now there's also one more thing that's also really important to understand, and this is also using the Ordinary pure unethylated forms of vitamin C in the same routine when using their retinoid or retinol products. Personally, I do not recommend using them in the same routine. Again, this can be a bit too strong and therefore also experiencing skin irritation when using them in the same routine is possible. So again, for your safety, you may want to use them at alternate days so that you're going to switch between them, or you may want to use your vitamin C product in the morning and your retinol or retinoid product in the evening. Again, just to avoid skin irritation. And then there's also one more important thing, and this is also the Ordinary Buffet copper peptides. please do not use this one in the same routine with any of the Ordinary Granactive retinoids or their retinol products. I do not recommend using them together. You may want to use again them at either at alternate nights, or you may also want to use them in different routines, one in the morning and the other one in the evening, so that you also will achieve the best experience possible. Now, those are the main products and categories when it comes to the Ordinary products in general, which you have to keep in mind that you should not combine in the same routine to avoid skin irritation. However, with the rest of the product that the Ordinary has, you can use them in the same routine. And I want to give you a few examples, but please always make sure to also check the official Ordinary website with their conflicts, as well as how they are updating the products over time, so that you're making sure that you're always achieving the best results possible, because they can update the page from time to time. Now I want to get started with the most easiest category, which is also the Ordinary hydrators and oils, which also includes the Ordinary oils in general, as well as the amino acids, hyaluronic acid, marine hyaluronics, and also their natural moisturizing factors. Now you can use any of the Ordinary Granactive retinoids or retinols with any of those products. And here you have also an example routine, which is of course an anti-aging routine that also adds hydration to the skin. So you're going to get started with your cleanser, then maybe want to use the Ordinary marine hyaluronics, then move on to the Granactive retinoid in emulsion or any of the Ordinary retinols, and then finish it off with your moisturizer and only use the sunscreen in the morning. So this could be a great PM skincare routine, as well as what the order of application would be, and it can be very effective. You can also replace the marine hyaluronics with hyaluronic acid or with the amino acids. That's totally fine. Or if you don't want to use a water-based serum but an oil at the end, you can also exchange your moisturizer with any of the Ordinary oils. That's fine too. Now I want to get into the category of the Ordinary more molecules, which also includes the alpha-arbutin caffeine solution as well as the niacinamide serum. And you're fine to use all three of them and combine it with any of the Ordinary retinoids and retinol products. That's totally fine. And here you can also see an example routines that targets, for example, dark spots, dark circles, and fine lines and wrinkles. So you would start again with your cleanser, then move on to the caffeine solution, use it under your eyes, then move on to alpha-arbutin, and then you can also move on to your Granactive retinoid or your retinol product, and then if you like to finish it off with your moisturizer. Now, of course, you can go ahead and add niacinamide to this routine as well, or replace niacinamide with alpha-arbutin. That's also a possibility. So you're fine to combine them in the same routine when using your retinoid or retinol product. Now you have also the Ordinary antioxidants, which also includes pycnogenol, resveratrol and ferulic acid, as well as EUK-134. Now, since most of the Ordinary products are anhydrous solutions, except for the one in emulsion, which is an emulsion, you have to keep in mind that you basically have the same formulation going on when using also the Ordinary antioxidants. Those are all anhydrous solutions. So using them in the same routine can work. This depends also on what feeling you like on your skin. It may be best to use them at separate times. Use your EUK, pycnogenol or whatsoever in the morning and your Granactive retinoid or retinol in the evening, just because the texture can be a bit too heavy. However, it is not wrong, and depending on your preference, to also use them in the same routine. That's also great, and it also will target multiple signs of aging, as well as, for example, with EUK, also redness. So you can also use them in the same routine. Now we are going to talk about the Ordinary vitamin C derivatives. Currently the Ordinary has 3 vitamin C derivatives, which also includes the ascorbyl glucoside solution 12%. You have the ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate solution in vitamin F, and you also have the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. Now the last one is currently not available, but when it's back in stock, it is also important to understand the different formulations. The ascorbyl glucoside solution is a water-based serum, the second one in vitamin F is an oil, and the last one is an emulsion which has like a cream-like texture. which is also important to understand when also using them in the routine. So here you can see an example with the ascorbyl glucoside solution. You should use this one before you're applying your ordinary retinoid or also retinol. So using this combination is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it since it is a vitamin C derivative and it's not a pure or ethylated form of vitamin C. Then I want to give you an example also with the vitamin C derivative in an oil formulation. So in this case, you basically also would use it afterwards. So you would start off with your retinol or retinoid product and then move on to the oil formulation when it comes to that specific vitamin C derivative. And then still, if you should feel the need, don't forget your moisturizer. Now please keep in mind, always when using also the vitamin C derivatives as well as also the retinoids, this is going to be your PM skincare routine. So those are all PM skincare routines when including your retinoid and retinol product. And here I have the last example where I wanted to demonstrate you how you would also layer the ordinary magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which you would layer after your retinoid or retinol product. So this is also how you can figure out how you can properly layer them depending also on the formulation. Now I often get the question, can I use the ordinary peptides with the ordinary retinoids or retinols, since both are promising anti-aging benefits, so combining them would be actually a great combination. And yes, you can, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you also just use either Buffett, the arginine solution or matrixyl. Do not use Buffett copper peptides. Please do not use this one. This one is a little bit special. But all the other peptides from the ordinary line so far are fine to be used in the same routine with any of the retinoids or retinol products. And here you can see an example. And you could also now replace Buffett with the arginine solution or with matrixyl. That's totally fine. You just would exchange it because they're all water-based serums and then move on to your retinoid and retinol product. So using them together would be a great anti-aging PM skincare routine. And so when combining those specific products like the vitamin C derivatives, the peptides, the hydrators and oils, as well as the more molecules in the same routine when using the ordinary retinoids or retinol products, you're fine to combine them. When using those in the same routine, there's no weird thing where you can get skin irritation because they work a little bit differently than, let's say, the pure or ethylated forms of vitamin C as well as the leave-on exfoliators or also the exfoliating masks, since they can make your skin already sensitive when using them. So if you would combine them with the Granactive retinoids or retinol products, the likelihood of experiencing skin irritation is pretty high. So to avoid that, I also want to give you some beautiful examples on how you still can also create a very effective skincare routine with the different examples that I have shared with you. And again, if you want to use your pure form of vitamin C as well as your leave-on exfoliant or the exfoliating mask, you can use them. Just do not use them in the same routine. Either use them at alternate days or use them in different routines, one in the morning, the other one in the evening, to avoid skin irritation. So those are the things that you have to keep in mind when using also the ordinary Granactive retinoids as well as their retinols in your skincare routine. And I do hope that now with those examples you also could see how I have set up the skincare routine so that you also now can go ahead, use your retinoid or retinol product from the ordinary and also place it in the right skincare routine order that you also may want to use and also planning to use, so that you know exactly how you can get started to also avoid skin irritation but still also get the benefits of it. Now I do also hope that you also enjoyed this video. If you did so, if you find it helpful, please also don't forget to give the thumbs up as well as share it. I have a specific video for you if you want to know how you can properly layer the different formulations when it comes to the Ordinary products. A video for you at the end of this video, as well as if you want to know how you can also properly apply and get started with your Retinoid or Retinol product. You will also find a video about the application after this video as well. So if you want to know more about those specific products, go ahead and also keep on watching after this one. Just click on it. Now this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!